Welcome back. Wow, what a situation we find ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. The same situation as we did in February back in the Carabao Cup final. 0-0, missed chances, penalties, L. It's 5 defeats in a row at Wembley. Sarri, Lampard, Tuchel. I'm naming Chelsea managers. Can you just let me do this on my own, please?
Sorry.
You're not even making sense. And 10 out of the last 16 finals we've lost since 2015 in all competitions. Mad. And for me personally, to lose 2 finals to the same team in the same stadium. I was there for the first one. Thankfully, I didn't go to this one because heart can't take it no more. And yeah, we could keep doing the whole proud of the performance. You can keep running that. But at the end of the day, if you want to keep it a buck, if this was Tottenham, be calling them bottlers by now. Regardless of context, penalties, unlucky, rare-tete, would have called them bottlers by now. So I don't know what kind of gene these men have at Wembley, but they need to sort this shit out because it's embarrassing. It's mad. So many chances in this game to win in normal time before we even get to extra time. Pulisic missing a catalogue of chances. The front three, Mason, not good enough. Lukaku, not good enough. We opted to go with momentum, to go with form in Lukaku. Nothing today. Nothing today. And I'm not going to sit here and complain because I said, listen, I was all right for him to start considering his form. I was like, do you know what? Give it to him because the momentum, if he's on the bench again for a big game, a final like this after the week he's had, he's going to be feeling quite poor, and it maybe is not great going forward if we are to mend this relationship between us and our big money signing striker. But tactically, we know Kai's the stronger option. Van Dijk and Konate dealt with him today. Physically, they were just better than him, stronger than him. And it's bread and butter for them. It's light work because this is what they want. They don't want a striker like Kai who moves across vertically, takes up those spaces in the channels, drops deep. They don't want that. They want a target man. They want somebody who's going to play with their back to goal at times, a physical player. And he's not quick enough to get past Van Dijk or Konate. Reece James was good. I feel like Jorginho was very good today as well, the midfield. It's often that I feel to myself, listen, we were clear today what we were doing. We were going down the wide positions, going down through the wing backs. Alonso had countless opportunities to put in good delivery. He was very wishy-washy today. Took up dangerous positions, got some shots off, was dangerous. 100% Alonso was dangerous, but I feel like it's just the conversion of his crosses, the percentage chance of him making the right decision is not as high as it needs to be for a player in that position. You know my thoughts on Alonso at this point. Reece James is much more, the quality is much higher on that right-hand side. If Reece James is in a dangerous position, more likely something's going to happen. Many a time he set up opportunities. Pulisic, like I said, this is why I say the player's developing, This is why I say the player's developing and that he's inconsistent. He can be good, he can be poor. He's not always bad and he's not always good. And today he missed some really good opportunities, some proper sitters. And you could see it when he came off. He was on the bench. He was pissed off with himself. You could see his face. He was disappointed in himself. That was so clear, so evident. And you do expect him to take one of those chances because he has the capabilities to shoot. Mason, I don't know what's going on with him in penalties, and he's got to come off penalties. I can't lie. He's missing too many big penalties in high pressure moments. Cup final after cup final now. That's enough. Look. I don't know what's going on with Mason at Wembley. The guy is just right now is like the unlucky charm because he's not having a good performance in the game. And many a time I said to myself, I'm not seeing enough of Mason. I saw plenty of Pulisic, but like I said, sometimes I saw madness from him in terms of finishing. But so many times I'm thinking, where's Mace? Where's Mace? Obviously, Lukaku was pretty much wrapped up by the 2 centre-backs. But where's Mace? Where's Mace? And then he had a good little 10-minute spell, but then he disappears again, don't see him. And the penalty is just so poor. Look, penalties are luck of the draw. I'm not going to criticise us for losing another penalty shootout, although there is an art to taking penalties. And And clearly he doesn't have that right now. The art is not with him, you know. The guy is his technique there for that penalty was poor. But like I said, we should have won the game in normal time. We shouldn't even be getting to penalties. Once again, I'm saying that. They missed a lot of chances as well. Diaz, Jota, hit the post, Robertson. So again, it's literally the same thing with the Carabao. Both teams had opportunities. I think they were slightly, I'd say 60% the game for them, 65% potentially. I don't think we were as good as we were in the Carabao Cup final, where for me, from minute 0 to 90, we were at it. Whereas this one, we took a while to get ourselves into the game. We had spells. But they missed a catalogue of opportunities as well. Like I said, they could have. Diaz went close a couple times, just wide of the post. Jota went close a couple times. Robertson, like I said, Salah, and Salah comes off injured. Fabinho's not starting. Van Dijk comes off. The game was there for the taking, and I'm not sure why Werner didn't come on. I'm guessing it's because of maybe injury in the warm up. Some people are saying I'm not sure, because I'd be shocked if he's not bringing on Werner if he's fully ready to participate in the game. As the game gets longer and longer, you're playing Loftus-Cheek up front, not an actual striker or a second striker, whatever you want to call it. So there has to be a reason for that. Don't think Loftus-Cheek really had too much impact when he came on, to be honest. Not his position, so I'm not going to criticise him too much. Ziyech, all these guys, didn't really make a big impact on the game when they came on. And it's just long. It's long. Without that European success there's a lot of defeats in finals, man. It really is getting a bit mad. And I'm not going to lie, it's disappointing because now, the end of the season, I have to say I'm disappointed. If we had won this game, it would have been a nice way to end the season. I still would have been disappointed with the league, but I would have been able to say, do you know what? At least we picked up some trophies and we know the issues, we go again. But to lose these finals this many times, it's smelling very Tottenham. It's very Spursy of us to do this, and it makes the disappointing season confirmed for me 100%. Obviously, people will talk about context. We know the context, but even still, I expect it to be better. Do you know what I mean? I don't expect if you're telling me at the end of the season we're winning, a cup final against Villarreal in the Super Cup and 2 games in the Club World Cup to pick up 2 trophies. Listen. Let's not kid ourselves. That's not what we came into the season looking for. We didn't look for 3 wins, 2 cups. We looked for a cup maybe with more games in it, and we didn't get that. We lost 2 domestic finals at the end of the day to 2 teams, and to the same team, and really 2 finals that we should have easily won if we were serious. But it's the story of Chelsea being in front of goal and missing chances. It's the same shit, different story. But yeah, Thiago Silva was excellent. Give a shout out to him. Looked like he was injured at one point because he's old, but the brother still kept going. Trevor Chalobah was good, I felt, as well. A lot of times he was isolated with Diaz, and even if Diaz got round him, he still recovered and got back. Reece James was phenomenal. Rudiger was good. The defense was good. Mendy made some big saves, but again, it was back to the status quo today. I know everybody was getting up and down and fiery about the Leeds attack, and he scored some goals against Wolves. End of the day, I said it. The attack's not sorted. It's not fixed. And this is why I say when people are in form, I'd like to give it 5 games, not 2, because Pulisic and Lukaku in form going into this game. Nah, not in form. You need 5 games, boys. 5 games of consistent performance, then we can call you in form. So jumping the gun a bit there. But listen, we move. End of the season's nearly here. Can't wait for the summer. 2 Premier League games left, and then thank fuck, it's all over. So yeah, smash up the icons. Let me know what you think, and yeah, in a bit.
Oh, I thought you were going to give the Tuchel rating for the season.
People want to talk about Tuchel. Team created chances, didn't take them. What do you want me to say? People, I've spoken about this so many times. Big 6. People like and wish that I would turn on this manager. I don't turn on managers, first of all, since I've been online. Only Lampard did I say, listen, respectfully, it's time to go. And I did that dignified way. I'll never scream manager out. I think that's something that Arsenal fans have started with Wenger, and now people want to pass it around. But at the end of the day, the game was there to be won, and the manager can't put the ball in the back of the net for you. If the chances are being created, what more do you want? I felt like we set up the way we should have set up. We know Liverpool are very, very good going in behind, and they kept playing that long ball time and time again with Diaz. We decided to not allow spacing behind and sit off a little bit, which I think is wise. Why would you predicate your system and your philosophy based on an attack that misses chances when you could make sure that defense is looking good and sturdy with very quick, pacey players in behind like Mane, Salah, and Diaz. So if people want Chelsea to play a more expansive brand of football, if people want Chelsea to score goals, if you want that, we need to change the squad around, because we can't play expansive football when you've got 37-year-old in defence and you've got Jorginho who's not the quickest in midfield. You can't play expansive football when you've got Alonso on the left-hand side who's not the quickest and not able to overlap or get onto loose balls out in the flanks like Robertson is. You're not able to score goals if your players are going to miss chances. Tuchel knows this. We know this. If you're going to keep missing chances, then how do we win? We can stay in the game. We were in the game. We were jousting. But at the end of the day, you can't have that sucker punch. You can't have that jab, because you don't want to put the ball in the back of the net. You want to keep missing. So here we are. Same shit, different day. So yeah, it is what it is. I think for the season, for what Tuchel's had to deal with, I'd probably give him a 7.
That high?
I'll probably give him a 7, maybe a 6.5. But I think for me personally, if you want me to be honest, I think, yes, he's definitely made mistakes. And when he makes mistakes, I criticise Arsenal, playing Pulisic up front instead of maybe in a second striker role for 2 games in a row against Everton and Wolves. He's definitely made mistakes. And he says that, he owns up to that. But if you want me to tell you who the bulk of the responsibility is on for the way we are right now, outside of all the context and all the things going on around the club, it's the team. Because they don't take their chances. And it's the same thing that happened at Old Trafford. They didn't take their chances. Same thing that happened at home to Everton. Didn't take their chances. Brighton at home. Didn't take their chances. If your team can't put the ball in the back of the net and you create chances, which we do create chances, then there's only so much you can do. Like I said, it's a mix and mash of profiles. You can't play quick, expansive attacking football with this team. It's just not possible. But if you get rid of a couple players and bring a couple players in and actually start to put together a team that actually play in the same type of way and that can play a system and a style, from whether the starting 11 to the bench, whoever comes on, we don't have to change formation, etc., to accommodate for people's frailties and flaws and cover up their deficiencies, which is what we have to do.
Because I was quickly about to ask you that. Do you think how good defensively you were last season has compared to this season covered up cracks?
Well, last season we were defensively strong under Tuchel in the last part of the season, yeah. But then this season, contracts are running out. People are not concentrating. Individual errors. There's turnovers. You have the ball in midfield. You have the ball in defence. If you're Azpilicueta, if you're Kante, if you're Jorginho, you have the ball. There's no pressure. You just give it away. That leads to a goal. Again, a lot of individual errors, a lot of poor individual mistakes and performances. At the end of the day, there's too much madness happening. And I think, as much as he's definitely got to take a little bit of responsibility, I think for me, a lot of this team, they have to shoulder that blame, and a few of them will be doing that today because they should have took their chances. So it is what it is. We move. Season's done now, and looking forward to the summer. That's it.
All right. Any last words?
Fuck my life.